everybody, and welcome into the Handicap Spot, the show that parks you closer to your financial dreams each and every week. I'm your host, Luke Robinson, and with me, as always, is the only handicapper to take Donner, Blitzen, and Rudolph in exacta at the North Pole Racecourse, Chicago, Bob Parlay. Chicago, Bob, how you doing tonight?
Luke's, I'm doing absolutely fantastic. It's another just beautiful day.
Yeah, have you looked outside? It's been rainy and dreary all day.
Luke, I don't go outside. I'm talking about the financial forecast. And for all my players out there who called my 1-900 number last week, I gave you such winners as the Florida Gators, Kaplow. I gave you another winner in the Notre Dames, Kabam. And I gave you yet another victory in my SEC, see ya coach, don't let the door hit you, where the good Lord split you, lock of the year, for the week, the Alabama Crimson Tides.
Chicago Bob, you have been on fire. There's no doubt about it. And that free 900 number has been really hot.
You're right, Luke. The beauty of this free 1-900 number is totally free. For $5.99 every 10 seconds, you get all my picks totally free, Luke. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Mr. Gambler Guy, come take some money from your bookie.
Well, Bob, since you brought up Auburn just a few minutes ago, why don't we talk a little bit about Auburn, and what do you think about their firing coach, Gene Chizik?
Luke's, I'm going to get on my little soapbox here. This is an absolute travesty. A travesty, I tell you.
Well, Bob, he was pretty terrible. He was 3-9 this year, and the team is in total disarray.
Luke, you're missing the whole point. I had a bunch of money tied up into this guy, Luke. Forget the fact that it was just like giving yourself a bunch of $100 bills every Saturday and wrapping it up, put a little bow on it, and put it right in your pocket every Saturday because you knew the Auburn Tigers weren't going to cover the spreads. But look, I had another side venture going on with this guy, Jim Chisnick.
And what would that be?
Well, Luke, I had this great idea. I was going to make some Frank Jim Chiswick gummy bears. And what I was going to do is make them orange and blue and make them really easily dissolvable so even toothless wonders like Jim Chisnick himself could eat these with no problem, sticking in your teeth into what's nots. But look, I got to move on and say, look, besides that, I knew I was in serious trouble. I knew I was in serious trouble on this investment when I heard Coach Jim Chisnick's halftime speech. Roll the tape. Hey guys, I know we're down 42-0, but I have one question. Who here is going to help me move tomorrow?
Bob, that's pretty telling there. But why don't we go ahead and move on to your picks for this week? I know we got 3 big championship games, and I know you've got 5-star picks on all of them.
Well, Luke, I'm going to start off with my first game is hey, didn't they just play this lock of the week for the week? And that's going to be the Stanford Trees versus UCLA Fighting Woodens. Hey, didn't they just play this? The line's 8.5. Stanford already won by 18. Doesn't Vegas have papers?
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily how it works, Bob, but you know what? Maybe a solid pick. Let's move on to the ACC championship game.
Luke, this is my ACC championship, better known as the battle for 9th place in the SEC lock of the month for the week. It's the FSUs versus the Ramblin' Trainwrecks. Georgia Tech is the 5th best team in the state of Georgia's. You got the Bulldogs, you got the Georgia States, you got the Georgia Southerns, you got the Agnes Scots, and then you got the Fuzzy Bees. So I'm saying Jimbo Fisher also has a lot of motivation in this game too, Luke.
Yeah, well, why is that?
Luke, if he loses this game to the Georgia Techs, he might have to coach Auburn's.
Well, Bob, now let's talk about the game that everybody's going to be tuning into. That's the SEC championship game in the Georgia Dome.
That's right, Luke. This is the rest of the country makes it too easy for the SEC, lock of the year, for the week. The state of Georgia hadn't had a victory of any significance since Jimmy Carter in 1976. That didn't work out so good. I tell you, Nick Saban is going to set fire to the hopes and dreams of the Georgia Bulldogs like they was an ammunition depot and he was General Sherman.
Okay, so lay the 8 and take the Tide, huh?
I say lay the 8, take the Tides, see you in Miami.
Well, that's going to do it for the handicap spot, Chicago Bob. Thanks for being with us. And we will see you next time right here on the handicap spot where we park you closer to your financial dreams each and every week. I'm your host, Luke Robinson. For Chicago Bob, we're signing off.